For this part of the live stream video is now being prepared to go on the set. Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today is the Michelin Time Trial Challenge on Gran Turismo 7. It's going to be at Michelin Raceway, World Atlanta by using for the Porsche 918 Spyder 2013 with a special Michelin livery is about to be prepared for this event. The track featured is in the competition at World Atlanta racetrack in America, known for its long history and technical layout. For this part of the event is now being ran from Thursday, October 19 and Sunday, October 29 to have a limited time event, just like the Honda Racing EMS Fastest Attack 2023 Challenge class and Under 17 class is now currently to have. Alright, let me try this again. Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today is a special lap time challenge on Gran Turismo 7 after finishing in the Group 1 category at Michelin Raceway, World Atlanta, but now it's time to get ready to go for having a 2023 Michelin Time Trial Challenge. Since you guys have already filled out the application, will be entered on the eligibility, must be 18 years or older. On the opening date is now being drafted below to be on the entrance, is now being participate to be entered. For those who are also to be as a residents of Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and the UAE, who must be 21 years and older on the opening date is now being set to good to go. So everything's all checked and fill out on the application because this will be a very good, fine, excellent second part of the tape. Sorry folks, I just messed up my line. I'm just barely catching out on my breath. Okay, let me try this again. So much excited is giving me a lot of hyped up anxiety. Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go and participate the 2023 Michelin Time Trial Challenge on Gran Turismo 7. Since we have finished the Group 1 category at Michelin Raceway, World Atlanta, but now it's about to have a special event we'll be using for the Porsche 918 Spyder 2023 with a special Michelin livery is now being prepared for this event. The track featured in the competition is the World Atlanta racetrack in America, known for its long history and technical layout. So this will have to take a ran on limited time from Thursday, October 19 and ends on Sunday, October 29. So the entrance can be made from the online time trial menu within the Sport Pavilion in the GT7 World Map. So this will have to take two types of entrant eligibility, must be required to be at least to be on 18 years or older on the opening date, except the other entrants who are the residents of Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and the UAE must be 21 years or older on the opening date. So I guess this is going to be a very good time to be participate for having a continuation on the same track with a special edition for today's video segment. So there's going to be having a prize is now going to be received to have an invitation to the Gran Turismo World Series 2023 World Finals is going to be at Barcelona, Spain, for only a prize invitation from the promoter to the winner who attend the GTWS World Finals 2023 on December 2nd and 3rd of 2023. There's going to be having some features that you might going to have to check it out for more on the Gran Turismo official website. So let's get the show on the road, and this will have to take some few details and regulation is about to be set and good to go for having a Michelin livery variation on the Porsche 918 Spyder 2023. This will be our target time on the gold medal is going to be set in 1 minute 16.383 seconds on to 2 million GT credits. This will have to take some requirements, will be eligibility to be set on specified, and that will be quite very good to have a racing soft compound tires along with a wide body, and nitrates are now being set on prohibited. Other restrictions, including the penalty, is about to be set on invalidate time. Same as before, so it will have to be prove ourselves and get tested to go for having a one part of the official tournament sponsored by Michelin. Enter this special time trial at Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta in the Michelin livery Porsche 918 Spyder. The number one top ranked player will win a fabulous prize, a VIP experience for 2 at the Gran Turismo World Finals in Barcelona from December 1st to 3rd. Also, anyone who enters will receive a special car as a gift. So I guess that might be quite giving an extra is very much more correction to have a participant to get this Michelin livery variation on the 918 Spyder. Just like 3 Porsche exclusive livery on the Esports Challenge USA as a time trial event. But this will have to take a number 4 Porsche collection is now being served as an extra additional. But this might have to take a good excellent in use to have a performance point of 682.68 that brings out all-wheel drive with 874 horsepower, 3,691 pounds. Aspiration is going to be on the normal with the hybrid hypercar is now being checked and good to go. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start today's lap time challenge. Let's begin. So far, so very close since last time after finishing on the Group 1 category at the same track that I just received in silver. So the second time in a different part of the challenge to go with real car only to have a gold record objective by exactly in a minute 16 seconds by .383. But helping hand might be going assistant to be going over on the rigging board that you guys might need to do some extra help. But just going to get down to do some main preparation to go by recommend. So everybody is looking forward to be signed up and participate to get this nice exclusive livery on the 918 Spyder 2013. So I had to go page by page and see which one should I have to go with. But don't worry, it's still going on in progress to have an important date, and I'll have to be here on time, so I just really don't want to miss out the whole thing, along with the regular content video that brings out to have the skipping part between 2 or 3 seconds. So it'll have to be here because production is my industry way. Alright, so this one might be quite come in handy to have a replay icon. MMSC. This would be good to be on rank 756 place to have a minute 15.827 seconds. I'll have to give it a go, load up the ghost, and enter the track and make your mark. So I hope this daytime condition is going to be set on the early morning or late afternoon. But I'm always going to be looking forward to be entered because the hashtag We Race for Change. Time to turn the music on and gonna have to go with the squad. Yeah, looks like that could be quite doing much more impressive to see this livery. I'm so very hyped about this design that Michelin just actually to be served as a lap time challenge sponsored by for having a help with Gran Turismo. So gonna have to be ready because you know the turns and corners as we're about to go on the first number of turns. Hang on 1 second. Man, my line's messed up. Alright. Gonna have to keep that in mind, folks. I'll have to fix this up and go usual. Okay. Okay, BGM up. Now, let's try this again. I'm so very impressive to see this livery and the hashtag We Race for Change. That's a very good, excellent Michelin themed livery is now putting up on the 918 Spyder. So just gonna have to be ready to roll. Music is turning up, and let the timer begin. I hope this is gonna be a very tough challenge, so it'll have to go for having a steady pace to go all-wheel drive in the mid-engine layout. So you know the turns and corners, so gonna have to start out on turn 2 to be brake around. Give me some patience and reduce on the duration part to have the frames to be reduced from 60 FPS to the 1080i. But I may ever notice because every part of the live stream video may be interrupted when broadcasting is now being skipped to be having some blurry par. So I had to be preferred to stay focused on the track and the corners to be coming in to have some each part of the session by number of turns. But we still got this one. The third time is all I had to be preferred to go hard for gold. Now for sector 3, gonna have to slow down and brace myself on turn 10 by point A and B. Looks like the turns might be doing a bit more harder out there. Great. Looks like that could be an invalidate time. Hang on, let me try this again. Let me try this again and make this scene to go for having a fresh start. Let me do the rehearsal part and I'll have to get it fixed. You know, this livery is definitely might have a good Okay, let me try this again. Here I go, folks. This livery and the hashtag on the rear is definitely more perfect to put up on Alright, let me try this again on take 2. So let's do this, you guys. This will be the most important lap time to go on session 1 with the hashtag We Race for Change. Very much more impressive livery on the 918 Spyder 2013. So the handling is going to be a bit more challenging when applied on the soft racing compound tires. Come on. That is sloppy and ridiculous. Alright, take number 4. Here I go, and this livery is going to be a bit more competition to go for only one hybrid hypercar will be stepping on the track. The hashtag on man, my mouth is messing up my T-crowded inboards. Hang on, I'll fix this again. Take 5. Here I go, and this livery is now going in on the track. Very much more hashtag is now being seen on the rear. We race for change. Good tagline for Michelin, and being served as a time trial livery variation to this car is definitely much more competitive, is now being held by sponsor. As the timer begins right now, so coming in and brake at turn 1 on the right. But don't get too much pressure on the steering. You might need to keep a good clean line and master on the S's when you're on turn number 4 and 5. Okay, looks like one player is now actually did a good run. maybe I might have to stay on track a bit to avoid any further mistake to be calling in on invalidate time. First sector clear. Now move on in sector 2. Okay, very nice on the brake. Hold it in. Turn 6 and 7 clear. On to turn 8. Straight forward to be coming up onto turn 9. Okay, final sector. Go for the brake. Heads up on turn 10 by point A and B chicane. Turn 11 and 12 at the final corner. Now here comes the second lap. 1 minute, 18.915 seconds. Definitely my guess is going to be on the bronze level. Time to climb up and go hard for gold. You know, just like the 919 LMP1 race car is actually to be doing well served on the recommend. But you know, this is going to have to take a faster concentration when put up on the all-wheel drive hypercar in the hybrid type is very more important to be mastered and full well achieved on Road Atlanta. But very much more important to Michelin to have a good title name to be updatable, because this one is much more important to be served as a tire supplier for the FIA. Gonna have to keep it going and elevate on the gap. 0.009 to go up in 0.017. Okay, now for the third sector. Okay, gonna have to keep a good torque. Amp up the speed. Going up on turn 11. Watch out for turn 12. Okay, that could be a poor effort to have that mistaken to be called in for invalidate. So much so almost had it. But yet, the handling and response is definitely might be built for having a one mid-engine all-wheel drive, like the 919 hybrid. But I have to take much more respect to Porsche and the track itself. So I had to get out of this situation before I proceed on 2 sectors to go on the third lap. Note to self, folks, try to keep your cool and overcome your many obstacles on the track that you might need to keep a good line to be focused for having a clean turn. But the straightaway is doing much more important, but the technical turns in the all-wheel drive by adding up with the soft racing compound tires is going to be a bit more slippery to be on the tarmac. So I have to keep going and stay on the line of sight. Lap number 4 will be going on reset. Let's go and do the same pattern to go on braking by progression. Okay, that's good. Keep a good line up steady. Go around by the S's. Okay, good in use by the battery. Putting up with some extra speed. Okay, that's good. Going up and almost to be at least in 0.5 seconds. Now it's 0.4 seconds by 89. Okay, gonna hit the brakes. Go by point A and B in turn 10. Okay, record by the update in a minute and 18.377 seconds. Gonna have to step it up and go harder as I really need to climb up onto the gold rankings. A bit much more depleted battery is now going to be drained and used. Okay, that's a good site to be well checked. Going back on sector 2. Okay, work it. Kick the torque and stay increase. Up upon the blue and go around. Quickest way to go quick recharge when the battery needs to have more braking to be recharged. Okay, that's good. A minute, 17.635 seconds. Moving up on the silver. Just gonna have to take a few more seconds to go on the decimal. Okay, that's a good pace. Stay focused on the front ghost car. Gonna have to race for change and go Top Gear style. Okay, that's good line. Clear on 7. 0.1 seconds on detected. As lap number 6 is now going in, sector 3 will have to go for the hard part to hit the brakes, head back at point A and B in turn 10. Ah, there it goes. That could be invalidate time. I just recently saw it. Okay, gonna have to get back to do square 1 in lap 7. Penalty time and call in the red. I know how you guys are really hyped up for this lap time challenge. Even for me, it takes matter of concentration when using the soft racing compound tires is actually to become a racing competition in used. But it actually to have a hybrid road car is now being built to be using with sports tires is now actually to go average. But in the racing category to have that slick tires to be on the soft category, that could be way more faster, smoother, and tighten up the grip is actually to be a bit more competitive that you might need to step up and make your time to go clear on the 16 seconds by over a minute. So almost there to have a total time of elapsed in about 50 seconds since 9 minutes around on the total time. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, looks like that might be a bit too wide open when you're on turn 12. That could be a much more bit impossible to be called in on session 1. So, I guess the best time average is now going well to be cleared by having 1 minute, 17.635 seconds on the silver. But today's daily workout is now going in to have almost at 24 miles, 23.9 miles of today, and getting closer on to the daily workout complete. So let's have a good check results on session 1 to be highlighted in the green. For lap number 6 in sector 1, 30.925 seconds before coming up on to lap number 4 in sector 2, 27.245 seconds, and for lap number 5 in sector 3, 19.333 seconds. Well, that should be doing much more good and need to do some more work. clean racing perfection with using the soft racing compound tires on the 918 Spyder is going to be a bit more concentration that you need to stay in good balance. So that makes comparison to top cars in 4.69% in 15,373rd place. So that makes one replay to be on the thumbnail to be saved by two images in different row. Kind of admit because a bit more challenging and more faster to be having around in 874 horsepower is very much more good. But the torque needs to do some more changes, is going to have to be yet planned. So we're going to have to go back onto the drawing board and have the more force feedback in the max torque on 10. But I know this is going to be a bit more increase the pace that I just really need to go climbing up on the goal. Just to have exactly but a requirement in 1.7 seconds to be going up in the goal. So let's go on session number 2. Alright. Same thing as before. I know this first session is going to be a bit more rough to be on the steering direction. But there will be some helpful tips that you might need to get yourself improved on the clean lap time. Alright, just gonna go kick up the torque on the first turn again. Okay, go by turn 2 and 3. Gonna have to watch my pace and go through the S's as warm-up mandatory in call. Okay, the 918 Spyder needs to get function well. Come on, just gonna have to go on the blind corner in turn 6 and 7 around. Fully charged battery on the hybrid is now good for extra speed. Third sector, hit the brake and go for turn 10 at point A and B. Okay, faster time on lap number 2. Time to call in and do the line. Okay, that's the ticket. Brake at turn 2. Hold it steady. Go on the inside at turn 3. Diving in and go by the S's in turn 4 and 5. First sector clear again. Now go back on sector 2. There we go. Gonna have to stay ahead to have exactly by 1 second is all I need to have. 0.7 seconds is gonna have to do some more time and patience on the concentration. Okay, that's good. Gonna have to do the same pattern. Ooh, there we go. A minute, 16.764 seconds. That's what I'm talking about. And go nearly there on a high risk for gold. Okay, 2 ghost cars accompany. One is the opponent and myself. A crowded in lineup formation as I really need to turn this lap time around. Just to have exactly for the minimum requirements is going to be exactly in 0.7 seconds to go on the goal. Quick guess and thinkful strategy is all you need to go on endurance. That's how to practice what you guys might need to learn, and make your way onto the top rankings to get yourself to be prepared to be having a one-way ticket to the Gran Turismo World Series 2023 World Finals in Barcelona, Spain. Time to switch on warm-up and get back to do the hard part. Okay, here I go and resume on the fourth lap. Okay, go for the mid gear. Keep that 918 steady. Back on sector 2. Okay folks, gonna have to stay ahead of my ghost car is yet to be doing well on the straightaway on turn 8 and 9. The battery is about to go depleted in exactly under 25% remaining. Okay, that's so very close to be on the same time. Gonna have to give everything all I got. Okay, the S's is very more tricky to me. A bit more trickier because of the soft racing compound tires is still in use. Okay, onto the plus in 0.1 seconds. Third sector back in. Okay, keep that pace up and go record update in 0.710 seconds. Gonna have to coach myself and keep a good focus on the main ghost car. Okay, that's the ticket. Go at turn 5. Solid line on the apex at the right side. So very close that I just almost had it on turn 7 because of my previous lap is going at it. Good grief. Talk about having a perfect time in October that I just really want to watch It's a Great Big Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Maybe I'll have to wait till I might need to go watch it on Apple TV. Okay, lap 7 out. Come on, gonna have to push it up. A bit more harder, handling and slick on the tires. Heads up, looks like my ghost car took the upper hand as I just gonna have to keep a good stable position. Well, I'm sure a bit because all of my previous lap time challenges is still on hold and yet to be planned on release for a complete part. So I still got enough time to practice and keep going more. Okay, reset on the 8th lap. Okay, turn 1 is a bit necessary rub, along with turn 2 and 3. No, so very close. Gonna stay on the track and avoid another invalidate. So look at this, you guys. Just to have up ahead in 1.3 seconds that you might need to step it up more to catch up to have your time to go improvement. Especially to have point A and B when you're on turn 10 at the chicane is a bit more challenging along with turn 11 and 12. So the line of different strategy that you might have to put up with some bold possibilities. Lap by lap, practice by practice, and stay concentration to get your line on the check. Gonna keep that torque to be in mid condition. Okay, brake's not doing well. Gonna stay up, avoid invalidate. Hang on. Gonna have to stay focused on the track. Alright, time to push in on lap number 10. Partially to be cleared to be proceed on turn 2 and 3. Okay, looks like this guy might have to go for the other side of the line. He's doing well on position at the apex before going short straight on sector 2. Okay, looks like I just almost running out of my steam pressure on my expression. Almost running low on battery. Okay, gonna have to climb up. Turn 11 and 12. Practice and move to the next lap. Come on. Gonna have to think hard and go through with a high goal. .5 seconds with low on battery. Crud. I almost had that good line. Gonna have to stay ahead on the next lap in number 12. Okay, not gonna make a sloppy mistake. Okay, well, that should be enough on session 2. Whew. It was so hard work to have a good achieved record is getting closer on the goal. But in the meantime, because I just actually took a minute 16.710 seconds is yet around on the silver. So that will have to take 29 miles of today for the second part, and 3-star roulette ticket is complete. Alright, so very good. Now gonna have to check again on the results. Right back on sector 1 in lap number 6, 30.549 seconds, and for lap number 2 in sector 2, 27.141 seconds, and for the fourth lap on sector 3, 18.789 seconds. Well, definitely at least this might have to go a bit more harder to have some minimum requirements to go at 0.3 seconds. But however, it'll have to be changed to target time by every hour that you guys might need to step up for more. So all I have to do to think about it is going to have to take some next step of requirement. It's going to be at least in 0.6 or 7 seconds. Well, talk about it just really might have to be preferred to have 0.6 or 0.5 seconds by around in a minute and 16 seconds. So gonna have to go back on the controller settings and change up on the torque right back at the 5. Almost forgot one other thing to have to replay. Minor check and go for session 3. So I really hope I just really gonna have to go hard for goal for having one hard challenge, folks. It's gonna be a bit of long time and just gonna have to go and resume for having one part of the attempt. So timer starts to be on the 3rd session right now. Hit the brakes at turn 1. Okay, gonna have to try to figure it out. In order to do that line from this front position is going to be well achieved by the expert. Gonna have to go by warm-up again. Okay, hold that gas, torque, and steady. Go on gear number 3, up to 4. Sixth gear, on to sector 3. Okay, a minute and 17 seconds. That could be a bit more rough on the braking edges. Okay, that's good. Now, do that left side, then brake. Okay, go by apex and hit the torque. A bit more closer to be at least in 0.2 seconds by my guess on the radar. Alright, that's very nice. That's a good push. Now, it'll have to go closer to be at point A at turn 10. So gonna have to watch myself and my ghost car coming back. Almost had it, and yet of course, because a bit more tight enough to be updated by 0.665 seconds. Well, talk about having a stress timing to see this way. Definitely that you might have to keep a good perfect corner that you might need to go uphill then downhill on turn 11 and 12. But don't forget that I just gonna have to let you guys know to pause this until I might have to save a replay for the third time ever. Okay, so next requirement is gonna have to take at least in about 0.4 seconds. Position is at 5,917 place. So on to the next attempt, and session 4 to be resumed to go forward and catching up as possible as much as I really need to step up on the gas and the torque itself. Okay, so next up, this will have to take another part and matter of perspective to go for any perfect line to get in and stay on the torque in the all-wheel drive hypercar hybrid. So looks to me, this could get much more workout to keep a good practice that you guys might need to get it right to have a good choice of goal. So gonna have to go by brake. Looks like my recent lap time ghost car is still coming well. Okay, looks like tires are still checked and battery is still full at capacity and used. Gonna have to stay ahead. It'll have to take one more push and go beat exactly for the minimum of distant gap in at least 0.4 seconds is now being checked around on the track and corners on Road Atlanta. So gonna have to go up on 11, down straight at 12. Okay, the hard part comes in lap number 2. Okay, that's good. Now go to brake. Minimum push and far by intermediate level. Okay, first sector checked. Go again, right back at sector 2. I was so very close to have that good perfect record to be achieved on the last session. But mostly, I just really want myself to go harder at it to give everything all I got to have a one step closer to get up onto the top rankings. But other racers are about to go in and climb up onto the top ranks. But still yet, of course, you'll have to get more concentration to get settled in and keep a good ballot time to go will official approve. So give me a moment, folks. I just need to have that scenic part to go again to be resumed on to phase 2 for take 1. Alright, let me try this again. Session 4, here I come, and go hard to have the record is yet to be on the minimum to be at least in 0.4 seconds. After having some hard attempts and practices, is still yet to be going masterful to be achieved to have a better soft tires on the handling. But it'll have to take more than that, because the perfect line is all you need to keep a good inside to go on the main objective. So gonna have to go down on the S's to pull through. Mandatory warm-up to go down by the drill in the first lap. Kick up the pace on sector 2 to go back. Okay, that's third gear. Gonna practice well on the straightaway around in turn 8 and 9. Oh, so close. Point A at turn 10 chicane and along with point B. Lap number 2. Gonna have to stay ahead of it on each part of the turn in number 1. Okay, too much cornering. A bit more sloppier to be expected as usual. Battery is at exactly in 65% remaining to be fully charged and used for increased speed. So here it goes. All right, stay ahead of it. Next lap on the dirt. So freaking close. Okay, give me a time of thinking, folks. I know it's still gonna have to take some time to do this content video to go by updatable change. Let me handle this. Step number 4, push hard and go for session number 4. So very close to have a perfect record achieved to be climbed up on the goal. So next up is gonna have to take a minimum. Come on. Cut. Take number 5. Okay, gonna have to think hard, think smart, and think strategy as session 4 kicks up to go enter to have an extreme hard difficulty to go for the main line without any losing amount of grip to avoid invalidate time. So up onto the gear 4, stay on track and go for turn 1. Okay, looks like a bit more late braking as usual in turn 2 to go on turn 3. Nope, too much. Okay, take 5. Okay, time to go brainstorming on session 4. Gonna have to work hard and keep a good minimum requirement to be at least in 0.4 seconds in a minute and 16. So gonna have to push up the torque on gear 4. 2 ghost cars are yet to be popped in to be ready up. Nope. Darn it. Change the torques and reset on take number 6. Session 4 and go brainstorming on the minimum requirement to be at least in 0.4 seconds in around a minute and 16. Gonna have to dive down and avoid going too much on turn 12. Make a good straight finish to be approaching on the starting line to go entered at first turn. Okay, that's a good torque. Steady and brake at turn 2. Okay, my ghost car passed through. Okay, looks like doing some more practice 1,000 times and 1,000 practices. So it's still gonna have to catch up to my record. Is still yet to be approaching onto the opponent's ghost car on the front. But I still may be having one shot at this before I'm gonna have to take one push to go forward up ahead and make my way to have to go medal to be updated on the main record. Sector 3 to go back in. Now go on the brake zone at point A and B in turn 10. Okay, gonna have to stay ahead. Okay, looks like a bit more rub and concentration. Crud. Dang it. Gonna have to have that part to be skipped and needs to be doing a matter of change of ideas. This is completely stressing out. I gonna have to keep fighting and go hard for goal. Now all I have to think of is I just need to get everything situated until this content video will have to be make it as complete edition. Okay, gonna have to think and go for take 7. So much practice, so much hard going strategy on each part of the turns and corners on Road Atlanta. By having a minimum requirements to be at least in 4 seconds in about a minute and 16. So I just tried to do every few attempts by 1,000 times and 1,000 practices is gonna have to get in and go clear harder to have that perfect line to go clear to achieve. So you see, my ghost car just actually did a good overhead advantage is gonna have to do on the first turn and second, as the ghost car on the front led by a GT player from a different country is doing well to be achieved by having a good expert set. Can't admit because I just really might need to get my head to be under situated if I really need to get a most motivational to calm me down. First sector cleared to go again, right back at sector 2. Okay, gonna have to go change of plans if I really need the torque to go up onto 10. Okay, third sector. Okay, going right. Keep pushing up ahead. Second lap, call out. Gonna stay ahead and brake at turn 2. Reminder to be on the call in. Okay, not yet, at least to get a bit more pushing in. Nope. Dang it. Gonna have to get this scene to be doing well to be perfection. I still gonna keep fighting to do it what's best for having this reputation to go hard for goal. For many practices and few attempts to go by every session, so it'll have to think hard and think quickful that you might need to get this track to be masterful for the 918 Spyder. But still yet, as many attempts is still... Come on. Think. Okay. Alright, take number 8. Gonna have to start over to get it resumed. For many practices and few attempts every single time that you might need to work hard and get up onto the gold medal to have a minimum requirements, as I have to go at least in 0.4 seconds, so I had to get the track to be going on the perfection line to get it right. Okay, that's not the way how it turns out to have a stunt part. Take 9. Okay. For many practices and ongoing attempts, as I just really might need to keep a good extra careful on turn 11 and 12 is a bit more challenging to stay steady to go for the perfect line of sight to go on the inside apex. But a bit more challenging and stay on the 4th gear on the transmission to have a good exact requirement to go hard at least in 0.4 seconds. Time to switch it up and get back and do the warm-up session on first lap. Okay, go by the S's in turn 4 to go braking at turn 5. Okay, gonna have to keep a good torque. Sector 2, come back in. Okay, hold it in and pull the throttle, as I just really need to have that ghost card that I just really need to get in for. Third sector, now go to brake at point A, then point B in turn 10. Oh, okay, very good. 0.3 seconds in a minute and 16. That's very good and masterful to have a good clear advantage to have turn 12 to have a risk spot. But it'll have to take more than that because it'll have to go all in and everything what you need to do. So gonna have to keep going and up the gear. My ghost car is going a bit more pushing in. Ah, there it is. Now's the time to do it, to go inside at turn 6 and watch out for turn 7. A bit more trickier to be always as expected to be. Gonna have to stay ahead and go for having under 0.050 seconds on the gap. Okay, gonna have to go in. Haha, yes! Quick call and perfect. 1 minute, 16.3 seconds. Update going up and the goal, baby. Yes, so hard work to do it for every 4 sessions is definitely doing come in last. Whew. I cannot believe it, folks. This is definitely doing all the hard work and putting up with some reduced amount of duration. But that's how I just came in 1 minute, 16.3 seconds. 4th session, and yet of course is going to be doing much more fine total distance in 30.8 miles. Very good. So after skipping on to be at session 4, so onward to be stopping at session 8 for only a few more attempts. So for the final result to have that good check to be highlighted on the green in lap number 1 and 2 for only 3 sectors to be separate on the balance to be going ups and downs. For sector 1 in lap number 2, 30.506 seconds, and for the first lap in sector 2, 27.163 seconds. And the last one in sector 3, right back at lap number 2, 18.630 seconds. Best time and perfectly to have a good fine official set to be on the regular part of the time record. Max speed is doing well by 196 miles per hour. I just came in and go by the time up difference. And there you go. Comparison to top cars at 2.89%. 3,113 place. So far so good, and I just did it. Everything to go harder and pushing up to be on the gold record along with some top talented Gran Turismo players. But speaking of which, this will have to take a good time to go on the replay to have a perfect thumbnail image to be on picture perfect. But I kind of admit, because the Michelin livery on the Porsche 918 Spyder is very much more fine for exclusive to become as very unique. So almost forgot to have that good part. Perfection, and that's what I need to have the replay is going to be a bit more perfectly to have the part of the highlights. Regular and best lap time is complete, so this will be the perfect time to go moving up and go by the defense in the gold record to have a good comparison in about 2.89%. So I bet you guys did well out there because all the hard work, brainstorming right strategy to go mastered on 12 turns in Michelin Raceway World Atlanta for having another part of the special lap time challenge. But after all, this will be a very good choice to be available to be come back at any time in about 7 days left, along with 2 Honda Time Attack events at the Nürburgring and Suzuka circuit. So, I'm just gonna have to take a break for a while, so I'll have to come back to be on phase 3. We'll be ready to go to be putting up on the wrapping up stage. So don't go away, folks. I just really might need to take a quick break and have myself to go on cold water to make my expression to be feel relaxed. All that aggressive hissy fit is putting up my effort for going hard for goal. So I'll be right back, folks. Alright, folks, I'm back and get ready to do on phase 3 to be ready up to go for having a wrap this up part of the moment. What a hard-going lap time challenge in the second part at Road Atlanta for having a Porsche 918 Spyder 2013 with a Michelin livery theme variation is now perfectly for this part of the 2023 Time Trial Challenge sponsored by Michelin with the hashtag We Race for Change. So I hope you guys did very well to go hard for goal, because just to be planned on time and go for the weekend for myself, as I still got enough plan to be continue on, as I just really might need to have a one-step reminder notice to get back at the Nürburgring for the Honda Racing EMS Fastest Attack 2023 for a challenge class. But still, it takes few attempts, practice, and go brainstorming by idea. Okay, looks like I just... Give me a time, folks. I just need to be calming my brain down. Alright. Well, gonna have to try this again. That was a very good run out there for the second that was a good run out there for the Porsche 918 Spyder 2013 with a Michelin livery at Road Atlanta for having a special lap time challenge. It's being sponsored by Michelin with the hashtag We Race for Change. Very much more impressive, and just to be planned right on time before going updated to be a Hang on, just gonna check something on the laptop so it's all fixed and repaired. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. What a hard-going challenge at Road Atlanta for the Porsche 918 Spyder 2000. Hang on folks, my line's just messed up again. Alright, phase 3 is still going on and I just need to be practiced to go on the road acting set. What a very tough challenge, you guys. 2023 Michelin Time Trial Challenge at Road Atlanta for the Porsche 918 Spyder 2013 is very more quicker, challenging, braking, and go faster hard for goal is what you need to do. But even for myself, because that would be a very good time to have a good goal placement along with the 2 events on the Honda Racing EMS Fastest Attack 2023 at Nürburgring for the challenge class on the silver and for the goal on under 17 class at Suzuka Circuit. But still yet to come, because after being participate on one event, because the Michelin livery variation to the same Porsche 918 Spyder is still gonna have to take some time to be available after this event on the time trial will end in about 7 days along with some few events. But not to mention, because only 4 days left available for the Circuit de Scienti Chloric Speed for the Lamborghini Lambo B12 Vision Gran Turismo and the Group 4 category at Alsage Test Course Reverse in about 11 days left. So I guess that will have to take 2, more like having 3 special lap time challenges is still yet to be available in about 7 days left, is now being on the date in October 29. But after all, being stepped out from the Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup from Season 1 in the 2023/24 Exhibition Series, will be doing my best time to go on vacation for having myself. So this will have to take a good time for a moment until I'll have to get back on the competition, as I'm about to be head back to the garage and go for tonight's reward challenge, as I'm about to be received and go on reminder on roulette tickets to be available by 14. So gonna start out to have the 6-star roulette ticket by the engine category. Here I go, and the rest of the 4-star will be doing for the rest. So let's see which engine should I get. Okay, looks like this could be a random part, and that would be a good compatible on the 2019 Chevy Corvette C7 CR1. I'll have to keep that to hold on for a moment. Now the rest of the 4-star, as I'm about to be ready to use the GIP. So very close to get another new engine. Hopefully, it's going to be more compatible on any Porsche road cars for the latest update. So 10,000 GT credits. Okay, that's 1 4-star received. Second one, here I go. Come on, luck. Nope. So close to get the Bugatti invitation. I just really need to get another Veyron. But 30,000 credits is now adding up, and get back to be building up with some more credits to go up onto 10 million. Next up, 3 4-star, open, and let's see which one should I get. Again, yet again we're having one miss of chance to get a new engine, but total amount to be having at least by 7,000 in total. 4-star, here I go. Give me some high luck earnings. Dow, always meant to be usual for 30,000. So that makes 6.7 million to go up on to 6.8. 5th 4-star coming up on the next list. Ah, yes. Another Corvette C8 Stingray. Just what I need for myself for having another additional collection. But perfectly because I just still got my UDRS livery, Screaming Gappers from Total Drama Action as a variation, and of course to have the other one that might be useful to be as a CAR. But Shadow Grey Metallic, that's very good, and midship is always have to do it for myself to have another good luck of gift. Now for another 4-star coming up. Okay, well, more earnings, more adding up currency, so it'll have to take 6.8 to get back on the tip-top shape. Okay, looks like next 4-star coming up. Okay, looks like titanium racing exhaust compatible on the 2014 McLaren 650S. Recommend retail price at 10,500 credits. Okay, looks like this will be it to have one 5-star roulette ticket available. So let's receive the gift and give me something to have a good luck of rarity choice. Yes, there we go. Bugatti Invitation. Come to Hyperion-Blue-GT with the expiration date on November 20th. But hey, looks like this will be a perfect time to go on Black Friday for myself to have a good choice to be on Brand Central by using a good standard price. Okay, so looks like that's all 9 roulette tickets to be received, and the rest of the 5 will be saved for later in the next day to be keep collecting some more. So as I'm about to show you guys something, because I just stopped by at the Legend Car dealership because I just actually received the Porsche Spyder Type 550 Type 1500 RS 1955. But this one is very good to be added as an extra collection after clear from menu book number 39. But take a good look at this beauty. This one is the CN 550-0067. Very much more fine, good racing car to have a 1-seater and a midship on the car type. But look at this beauty. Very much more vintage and much more fine and classic to have a Type 550/1500 RS. But I cannot believe it. This one is actually to have a very good high expensive vehicle, as I already got it as a special pick from the Legend Car dealership. Unlike the Porsche Gran Turismo Spyder, but this one is a gas-powered vehicle, which is definitely might be considered to become as a 20th century classic road car, which is definitely to become as a race car. But almost forgot to tell you guys, because in the middle of October, as I just already finished with the characters of the reboot of Total Drama Island 2023 is now yet to be available. I almost forgot to have one other thing, because I just got everything to be published and being released on October 14, 2023 to have 16 Total Drama liveries is now yet to be available. but still got enough days left before at the end of October because Halloween is coming. But maybe if I really might need to have my Total Drama OC to become up to have something for a guest appearance in Drawtober or maybe Inktober. But yet, I'm always might be preferred to be as Cartober for this year as I'm about to come up with a manufacturer idea. But even in fact, because Day 21 was Lexus for myself as I just put up with some 2 road cars like the RCF, LC500, LC GT Vision Gran Turismo is actually to be located at the related scenes from Grand Central at Tokyo. But of course I just almost forgot to have one other thing that you guys might need to give a favorite, repost, and comment to all 16 Total Drama Island characters in the reboot. Unlike the original, but the rebooted characters is definitely might be quite good to be completed for my main part of the objective as part of Vision Total Drama roadmap to Gran Turismo 7. But in the next video to go by the regular content as I'm about to be going at it up with some team variation along with some other road cars and racing cars to be yet planned and go to be on the scheduled date before at the end of October. So I just really had to take a good quick showcase that I'm about to let you guys know by starting out by the letters on A to C. So this may be quite very good to have Axel, Bowie, Caleb, Chase, Damien, Emma, which is actually to have a different character appearance in Total Drama Island Reboot, unlike the Redonkulous Race character part. And there's Julia, Millie, Mary Kate, which is her short name to be known as MK, Nichelle LaDonna, Priya, Raj, Wayne, Ripper, Scary Girl, and of course, C. But hey, looks like one comment has been received and having a good favor to have a repost. So looks like Mike Stafford just received a comment. Amazing work, buddy. Thank you very much, Mike Stafford. I hope you like my livery and still yet to be having some team variation to go expand and additional to have some 2 teams like the Frogs of Dead and Ferocious Trout. Oh man. Look at the time, folks. Looks like I'm about to wrap this up before at the end of the video. I almost forgot to have one other thing because by starting in November, as I'm about to be putting up to be planned to have a Vision Total Drama race, we'll be going exclusive in the custom race. But I'll have to get down to myself, one person, and a major massive development by every day to go in every hour by morning, noon, and night. So I had to keep working on and still yet to be on a reminder to be available on lap time challenges and then going back again to be on the full walkthrough on Gran Turismo 7. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video on GT7. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos whenever you're welcome. But don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Discord, and Patreon to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art, Ricard liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean. But don't worry, folks. This part of the content video is about to be ready to go maintenance on the update as this part will be skipping towards the end for my last message. Take good care and have a good day.